Next we have LRU, approximation page replacement algorithms. So few of the computer system provides sufficient hardware support for the LRU page replacement. Some systems provide no hardware support at all. Okay, and other page replacement algorithms like FIFO should be used in such cases. Okay, so many systems provide some sort of help in the form of a reference bit. Okay, so the reference bit for a page is set by the hardware whenever that page is referenced. Okay, whenever page is referenced means what? Either read or write to any of the byte in the page has happened. In that case we will consider it as a page reference. So at that time the reference bit will be set. Okay, so these reference bits are associated with each page entry in the each entry in the page table. Okay, so initially bits are all cleared to 0 by the operating system. So as the user process execution goes on, the bit associated with each page referenced is set to 1 by the hardware. Okay, so after some time we can determine which pages have been used and which have not been used by checking these reference bits. Okay, so but we do not know the order of their use. Okay, we will just get to know which is used and which is not used by the reference bits, but we will not be aware of the order how it was used. Okay, so this information is used as a basis for most of the page replacement algorithms that approximate the LRU replacement. Next we have is the second chance algorithm. So the basic algorithm of second chance replacement is a FIFO replacement algorithm. So it makes use of FIFO replacement algorithm. So when a page has been selected for replacement, we check its reference bit. Okay, so if the value is set to 0, we proceed to replace this page. Okay, so if the value is 0, that means that page has not referenced, so I can just replace it. Okay, so but if the value is set to 1, we will give that page a second chance and move on to the next page for selection. Okay, that is a FIFO page. Okay, so when a page gets a second chance, its reference bit is cleared and its arrival time is reset to the current time. Okay, so the page that is given a second chance will not be replaced until all other pages have been replaced. When I say it gets a second chance, what it means, the reference bit is set to 1. Reference bit set to 1 indicates that the page has been referenced. Okay, so when we are giving second chance to a particular page, we will leave that page and just it goes on moving. Okay, until all other pages are referenced first, and then or else until all the other pages have been replaced, or else all other pages have got a second chance. Okay, so if a page is used enough to keep its reference bit set, then that page will never be referenced. That means if that particular page is kept on referencing, and then that time what will happen is the reference bit will be always set to 1 itself. In that case, that page will be never selected for replacement. We can implement the second chance algorithm using circular queue. A pointer indicates which page is to be replaced next. So when a frame is needed, the pointer advances until it finds a page with a reference bit 0. Okay, so as it moves on or as it advances, it clears the reference bits. You can see in the figure. So once a victim page is found, the page is replaced. Okay, so and the new page is inserted in the circular queue in that position. Okay, so we can notice also that in the worst case, when all the bits are set, the pointer cycles through the whole queue, giving each page a second chance. It clears all the reference bits before selecting that next page for replacement. Okay, so second chance algorithm degenerates to FIFO replacement for all bits are set. Okay, so you can see in the figure that we have found a next victim, that is nothing but a page with a reference bit 1. Okay, so what it will do, it will give a second chance and move to the next. It goes on referencing to all of the pages. As and when it moves, it gets if the bit is set to 1, all those bits will be given a second chance and it goes on. Okay, you can see that is a circular queue of pages. Here we have got a victim page that is set to 1, so we will leave this, that means giving a second chance. It moves to the next, that is also given a second chance, and then goes to 0. Okay, so as and when it moves, it will clear the bits, okay, and set them to 0. So this keeps on repeating, so that particular page will be selected for replacement. Next we have is the enhanced second chance algorithm. We can improve the second chance algorithm by taking an ordered pair of reference bit as well as modify bit. Okay, so the first bit will be reference bit and the next is the modify bit. So we taking these two into consideration, we get four ordered pairs here. Okay, so first combination is 0, 0. It means that neither it has been recently used nor it has been modified. If reference bit is 0, that means it is not yet been referenced. Modified bit is 0 means it is not yet been modified. So this will be the best page to replace. Next combination we have is 0, 1. It is not recently used but it has been modified. So it is not quite as good because the page will need to be written out before the replacement. Since it is been modified, before replacing it I have to write it to the disk. Okay. Next combination we have is 1, 0. It has been recently used but not modified. We think that probably this will be used again soon. Okay, so since it has been referenced recently, there are chances that any modifications may happen on this page. So next we have is 1, 1. It is also recently used and modified. So probably this will be used again soon, and this page will need to be written out to the disk before it can be replaced. Since it is recently used, there are chances that again that page might be referenced, and it is also modified. So since it is modified, before replacement I have to write it to the disk. Okay, so when page replacement is called for, we can use the clock scheme, but use the 4 classes replace page is in the lowest non-empty class. Okay, so before considering a page for replacement, we have to evaluate that page under these 4 classes and choose the page with the lowest non-empty class. So for this we might need to search through the circular queue several times in order to get such page. Next we have counting based page replacement. Okay, so there are many other algorithms that can be used for page replacement. For example, with the help of a counter, we can keep a counter of the number of references that have been made to each of the pages. So we just keep on counting the references that are made to each of the pages. With that idea, we can develop 2 more schemes. That is, one is least frequently used. In this, we will be replacing a page with the smallest count. That is, which page has the least number of references, that page will be chosen for the replacement. Okay, so next one is the most frequently used algorithm. It is based on the argument that the page with the smallest count was probably just brought in and has yet to be used. That means what this one says is that the page with the least count might be just have brought in, and in future it might be used. Next we have page buffering algorithm. In this, always we should keep a pool of free frames. Okay, and then when the frame is available that is needed, but it is not found at the fault time, so in that case we should read the page into the free frame and then select the victim to evict, and then add it to the free pool. So whenever it is convenient, just keep on evicting the victim. Okay, so possibly keep a list of modified pages. So when backing store is idle, write pages there and then set it to the non-dirty bit. Okay, set that page as non-dirty bit. So possibly always we should keep free frame contents intact, and we should be aware that what is noted in them. Okay, so if referenced page is again before reused, then no need to load the contents again from the disk. Okay, so if referenced again before it is reused, then no need to load the contents again from the disk. and generally it is useful to reduce the penalty if wrong victim frame is selected. This technique is used in VAX VMS system along with the FIFO replacement algorithm. So when the FIFO replacement algorithm mistakenly replaces a page that is still in active use, that page is quickly retrieved from the free frame pool, and it does not require any IO for that purpose. All of these algorithms have the operating system guessing about future page access. So the operating system which makes use of all these algorithms have the capability, or it makes some future guesses about that page access. Okay, some applications have better knowledge. In this case, it might be some databases which can predict the access to some pages better, in a better way. Okay, so memory intensive applications can cause double buffering. So the applications which are more memory intensive, they may cause double buffering. So that is because one copy is kept by operating system, that is of page, in memory as an IO buffer. Okay, so application keeps page in the memory for its own work. So there will be two copies. One will be kept by the operating system, that is a copy of page in the memory as a IO buffer. The other one is kept by the application for its own work. Okay, so then operating system can give direct access to the disk, that is getting out of the way of the applications. Okay, that is using a mode called raw disk mode. Okay, so it gives a direct access to the disk to get the pages out of it with the help of applications, that is using a raw disk mode. So raw IO bypasses all the file system services such as file IO demand paging, file locking, prefetching, space allocation, file names, and directories. Okay, we should also know that although certain applications are more efficient when implementing their own special purpose storage services on a raw partition, but most applications perform better when they use the regular file system services. So what it means is, instead of using the raw disk, the applications will perform better which are using a regular file system services. So this is the end of this topic. Thank you.